Hello everyone, and we're back for another episode of Stinkbricks Originals.
And for today's episode, it will be all about the LEGO compatible custom Jurassic World game Archelon. But first of all, I'd like to thank youtube.com Audio Library for this awesome background music. And of course, please like, share, and subscribe, and also hit that notification button. Just click on the icons below. Thanks everyone! The winners of the Guess SPC contest will be announced at the end of the video, but for now, here's how to join. Just click on the Extinct Bricks icon and then click on the community link to be able to see all my posts. And we're back! Let's move on with the video. Mara is here on her scuba outfit because she is here to meet with the largest turtle that ever lived, the Archelon. You can see here that the Archelon is on its level 30, but now, ta-da! It's level 40 Archelon. You may have guessed by now that it is actually based off from the Jurassic World game Archelon. This is at its level 40 image, but it can actually be turned back into a level 30 Archelon. This is my first ever custom turtle and I'm actually excited, and so is Mora. She'll be coming back later for some size comparisons, but for now, let us have a closer look. Now for the closer look of this figure, you can see that it is actually attachable. Improvised iceberg stand, very much similar to what my other extinct marine creatures would actually look like. Now going back to the Archelon, it is actually colored very brightly with that white underbelly, yellow body with green undercoat, and this almost black greenish scales to it. It also has this hard brown shell to it with these spikes on top. Very much similar to that of the level 40 Archelon in Jurassic World game. Scientists actually proposed that the carapace of the Archelon is actually leathery, very much similar to that of the leatherback turtle. However, I did follow through with the appearance of the carapace with that of the Archelon in Jurassic World game. In that same game, the eyes are actually orange with a greenish tone to it with white underbelly on it. And as you can see, this figure will have these stud receivers at the bottom so that it can be connected to a stand as if it's gliding through deep waters. And as for articulation, this figure can open and close its mouth and also has several movements or articulations on the neck, like so. The connection to the neck is a hatchet type of connection so that it can turn its head around, and also it can twist its neck like so. Now the flippers will be very much similar to that of my other extinct marine creatures, such as that of the Plesiosaurus, Tylosaurus, Megalodon, as well as my Mosasaurus. The level 40 Archelon will have these spikes on the end of its flippers, so I actually did that, which can be removed so that it can be turned back into a regular turtle. Aside from the flippers, the tail will also have some sort of articulation to it. The shell has this detachable part to it, with the shell in itself being detachable as well. Like so. Oops. I don't usually go as far as making separate pieces for my figures, such as in my Ankylosaurus and my other Euoplocephalosis and other creatures like that. But since I like Ninja Turtles so much, I figured I wanted to have this in separate. And that's it for the closer look. Now it is time for us to have some size comparisons. And now, Mara is here on the ground with the Archelon being compared like so. Now let's put it on the back side so we can have a more clear picture of how the Archelon is actually compared with that of a human being. Now you can see here that Moira will have at least 3 times the height of the Archelon, very much similar to that of what is shown on the figure or the illustration on the side. Whoa, that's a real big turtle! Imagine you seeing that on the beach, laying eggs. Now that would be so epic. Now, this wouldn't be a comparison video if we don't bring out other figures from the LEGO brand or from my customs, so let's start. Let's bring out first existing water creatures such as this LEGO crocodile. Let's compare them, and you can see that definitely the Archelon is much bigger than that of the LEGO crocodile. We know that the LEGO crocodile will have a long tail, and thus it is almost the same, well, let's say length of that of the Archelon. Now here is the LEGO shark. In comparison, definitely the Archelon is still bigger than that of the LEGO shark. I guess you're off the menu then, Archelon. Now let's compare with this LEGO sawfish. Although the LEGO sawfish is longer because of that saw on its nose, it's still not comparable with that of the Archelon. Now let's bring out some of my customs. Let's compare with this Sarcosuchus. Now, of course, we both know that these are both reptiles, and comparing them side by side, you can see that, of course, the Sarcosuchus is quite longer than that of the Archelon, although Archelon is much wider than that of the Sarcosuchus. Now, let's bring out another comparison this time. But since this one is also a big guy, let's adjust the camera. So this is the Titanoboa. You can also see the Titanoboa in one of my recent videos, so check that out as well, guys. The link will pop above the screen, but check it out later after you watch this video. Now, comparing it with the Archelon, you can see that definitely the Archelon is bigger, but in terms of length, of course, the Titanoboa is actually longer than that of the Sarcosuchus. Now, let's have these three creatures in comparison with these prehistoric beasts. We have here a snake, a turtle, as well as this LEGO crocodile. Now let's have a roll call. Sarcosuchus and LEGO crocodile, turtle, Archelon, and snake, and the Titanoboa. Those are my custom reptiles so far. Let's try again. Here is the Titanoboa, the Archelon, and the Sarcosuchus. And that's it for the size comparisons. Now let us go to Assembrix. All in all, this figure is composed of 17 pieces. As there are several pieces already that are actually smaller, let us connect them first. Let's connect the spikes to the flippers. 3 for those flippers and another 3 for the right flippers. Once that's done, let's connect the connectors of the flippers. 1, 2, and another 2 for the back flippers. After that is done, we can now complete the figure. Let's start with the head. Let's connect the lower jaw to the head and connect this to the neck piece. After that, let's connect to the body. Now it's time for us to connect the flippers. Let's start with the front flippers first. Left and right. Now the back flippers. Right and left. Of course, the tail. My turtle seems so naked right now, so let's put on the shell. Like so. And of course, the spikes on it. And there you have it, the Archelon, Level 40 Jurassic World. I hope you like it. Now it's time for Extinct Breaks at Work. This is where I show some of my footages when I was making this figure. That is the kit bash portion of the figure, and once that is done, I started on with the sculpting phase. After the clay has been dried and thoroughly hardened, I started on with the wet sanding. Wet sanding plays an important part of this figure because it actually prepares it before I do this, which is primering. Now guys, as indicated in the label of the spray, please wear your mask and don't inhale the fumes. Now after that is done and it is thoroughly dried, I started on with the base paints. Now the base paint will be very yellow at first because I wanted it coated from head to toe. Or does it have any toes? While other parts of the body are being dried, I started on painting the shell. The shell is basically brown, and that goes the same for the spikes on its back. This yellow-green color will go to the flippers as well as the back of the turtle and the top portions of the head, neck, and the tail. I let this dry for a few minutes and then I actually started on with the details. The details will include several scales on the turtles using these dark green colors, as well as the underbelly of the turtle. Later on, you will see that there will be some markings. Oh, hi there, Moira! Hello! She kind of likes watching me painting on the figures every time I do my customs. Painting the shell was quite challenging to me because it has to be really geometric and at the same time symmetrical on both sides. After a few minutes of drying, I spray it with a clear coat of Bosny 191 just to seal up the colors. And here it is! Now it is time for us to do some more detailing, such as these colors on the eyes and so on. Now it is time for us to have some last looks as we end this video. The name Archelon actually came from the two Greek words arche meaning first or early and kelon meaning turtle, thus earning its name the first turtle. The Archelon is an extinct marine turtle from the late Cretaceous and is the largest turtle ever to have been documented, with the largest specimen being measured at 15 feet from head to tail and 13 feet from flipper to flipper. Moira here enjoys swimming with the graceful Archelon. Maybe I would enjoy that too, as I am a beach lover myself. That ends the video on Archelon, but now it is time for us to announce the Guess This PC contest winners. But first, I'd like to say happy birthday to Gandalfo. Moving on, here are the top picks. Place from Whitey, Juan Diego, Brandon Cruz, Oh My Liam, Vasily Ismikov, Mauricio Romero, Marcus Machnik, Pamela Perez, Robbie Kelsey, and Dinosaurs Imperius. Congratulations everyone! And now for our top 10 winners.
Top 10.
Superman Dan 09,
Top 9.
Trans D-Rex,
Top 8.
Sean Xavier Carvanilla,
Top
Zenmark
7.
2.0,
Top 6.
Hypocarno Gaming,
Top
Yaroslav
5.
Novokatsky,
Top
Pablo
4.
Calaño,
Top 3.
Bizarre Mars,
Top 2.
Becky Patrick, and
Top
Manet.
1.
Congratulations everyone! And I'll see you on the next Guess This PC contest! Also, our babies Moira and Asher has their own vlog now, The Adventures of Moira and Asher. Please watch their videos and subscribe to their channel as well. Thanks for the support everyone! Please also follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and here in YouTube. And as we always would say, let your inner dino brain roar!